Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Steins Gate. When we left off, we were at this card tournament thing, the Axis Battlers, and we are trying to help Faris win this match. I don't know if she's gonna do it because she didn't take any of our advice. She has the sunglasses, she's got the earplugs, and people are shining laser pointers in her face and she's not doing anything about it. She's just sitting there dealing with it. What a crazy, crazy girl. Anyways, let me address a couple things because you guys have been mentioning about like the alternate endings and the true ending and things like that. So my save files right now, I'm on page 4 of 6. Each one of these is an episode of when I stopped it, like when I stopped recording. So each one has become its own save file. So if I need to go back and do something, I've been told that I've already missed Suzuha's ending. And then I'm guessing, from what I can tell in the comments, what you guys have been telling me is every time I get a chance to change the future with one of the characters, I can either choose to do so or to not, and that is going to affect what happens. So I don't know if that's going to happen with Faris, because either she's going to lose or she's going to win this match, and then she's probably going to want to go back in time again, or something like that. So I may have an option there. Not 100% sure on that, so I may, depending on how it feels, I may do that, I may not, but I'm just trying to like enjoy the game for what it is right now. But I will go back and try to get all of the character endings on top of the true ending. I already know I'm off the beaten path for that one, but it is what it is. It's Steins Gate, and if I didn't know that I was going to miss the true ending, I wouldn't have done anything. Like, I would have done exactly what I'm doing right now. So I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to rub you guys the wrong way. Anyways, let's find out what happens with this tournament. A scream goes up from the audience. Shido has snatched another one of Faris' link cards. That's the third one. The virals need just one more to win. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't hear anything. I mean, I'm surprised she can hear anything, because even with this, his threats, they mean nothing to me. Faris still doesn't respond. She hasn't said a word since the match started. But I got rid of the interference, so Faris should come up with a reversal any second now. I stare at her, praying for a miracle. And when I do, Faris once again turns her face away, as if trying to avoid something. Is it another laser? What? She does? Really? The audience begins to murmur. If Faris does have that kind of power, then it's no wonder she's so good at Rainet. Really, guys? My Chunibyo imagination starts to run wild, but I try my best to keep it suppressed. If Faris really can see through lies, it would explain why she hated the laser beam attacks so much. It would also explain why her moves made so little sense this match. What? Change Director is a special type of card called the terminal card. Once per game, it allows you to switch the placement of 2 of your own pieces. Of course, you may also pretend to switch them. Additionally, if either of the 2 cards were exposed by Virus Checker, it gets flipped back to face down. I get it! With the Change Directory, she can switch out that virus card she placed near the enemy server. And just as expected, Faris exchanges the virus card with the card that Shido has surrounded with his cards. Or maybe she just pretended to. Either way, Nobody knows which card is the link card and which card is the virus card. Nobody except for Faris, that is. A pretty interesting ploy. But will it work? The viral attackers whisper to each other. Once they're finished, Shido returns to the circuit mat with a crap-eating grin on his face. He's a peacock again. Black brain? Is it like just spoiled? Without a moment's hesitation, Shido captures the piece Ferret placed next to the server. Why is he so obsessed with the color black, really? By the way, okay, that's his dialogue. You can't hear when he's talking though. Oh my god. I don't like how much this guy talks. Like, seriously, it's so... It's empty. There's nothing to it. Sexual eyes? Really? How does that even look? What do peacock's sexual eyes look like? Are they just like... I don't know how to do the sexy things. Wait, is that right? If the card Shido takes now is a link card, then he wins. But even if it's a virus card, it'd still be the match point, and then he'll know which card to take for sure. It's gonna end with Faris without Faris demonstrating any of her power. And the card displayed on the monitor is... Is it over? The virals have taken 3 link cards and 3 virus cards, match point. But Shido's right, that doesn't even matter. Faris only has 2 cards left. And Shido already knows which is the link card and which is the virus card. Faris' link card is surrounded by the viral's cards. There's nowhere to run. Does this mean Faris is going to lose? No way. There's got to be some advice I can give her. I can't think of anything. Shido poses as if in ecstasy, with both hands stretched wide and his chin cocked up. His attitude disgusts me. I clench my fists. It looks like I have no choice but to timely begin and force Faris to wear the sunglasses. He still talks like this without moving his mouth a lot. It's still weird. Faris is back to her usual speech patterns. She's even got a fearless smile on her face. That's not the look of a Rhinetter facing certain defeat. And then, Faris pulls something out of her ears. Wait, earplugs? Those are the ones I gave her this morning. She wore the earplugs but not the sunglasses? Why? To catch the opponent unprepared? No way! The card he just took wasn't a link card?
そんなバカなことをするはずがねえんだよ。チェンジディレクトリでウイルスカードとウイルスカードをあえて交換するように見せかけるなんて無駄なことはあの不利な状況でできるはずが。
いいからそのカードを早くめくってみるにゃ。
This is such an anime-like setup. Shido slowly flips over the card that he took from Faris. The entire audience waits for the card to be revealed. And then, displayed on the monitor.
なんとリンクカードだと思われていたそのカードはウイルスカード。
Nani? That's pretty much exactly what's gonna happen. She did it! She really turned defeat into victory. It's like she knew exactly what was gonna happen. She was in control of the battle all along. The audience goes wild. Can we keep it down just a little bit? Their cheers shake the hall. God, that announcer, I can still hear him. Wow. Too many sounds going on. As the hall rocks with the jubilation of the crown, Dadu and I clasp hands and share excitement of Faris' victory. Great, that's wonderful. Oh, thank God. I feel like I talk louder to get over them, and I'm sure it's just like blowing your guys' eardrums. With the tournament over, I wait for Faris outside the hall. I sent Dadu home already. I'll have to tell Faris about Mighty soon, and I don't want him to hear it. Suddenly, Faris runs up to me, paying no heed to the curious stares of the crowd. She's still in her maid clothes, and she's carrying 2 bouquets of flowers, which she received from her adoring fans. Okay then. Faris jumps at me before I can finish. She jumps into my arms, embracing me, and there's a warm feeling against my cheek. A kiss? Was that a kiss? Faris smiles innocently. It's like her entire body is glowing with pure joy. Okay then. Faris puts on an impish smile. I forcefully pry Faris' body off of me. Everyone is staring at us. Yeah, good job, you're welcome. Faris bashfully paws at her head. I take that paw of hers and leave the scene. So here we go. We get to the overpass and finally lose sight of all the tournament spectators. You did. Faris looks at me in confusion.
D メールを使って過去を改変したことについて思い出しそうになっていた。ライネットの大会に勝てさえすればそれを思い出せるとそう言った。
I don't buy it for 1 second. I don't. Yeah, see?
どうだ？思い出したか？思い出したと言ってくれ。
Faris stares into my eyes as if she's looking for something. Then she puts a finger against her lips in thought. Finally, she smiles. Yeah.
その時のフェイリスはバイラルに負けて落ち込んでたんじゃないかにゃ。だからタイムマシンの話を聞いたらそれを使ってでもなんとか勝ちたいと思うのにゃ。
Okay, but you should have seen that coming a mile away.
でないとパパに合わせる顔がないからにゃ。だからきっと思い出すとかなんとかは京馬に話を合わせただけのような気がするにゃ。
Why are you surprised by this? I was a fool to trust this cat girl. Is anybody surprised by this outcome? Anybody out there? I should have expected this from how she normally acts. Yes. I breathe a deep sigh and lean on the overpass's guardrail. So in the end, all that work was for nothing. I still need to fix the warp timeline, but I don't know the contents of Faris's email. Faris forgot it ever happened, and it isn't in her sense history. What should I do? What, Faris? And suddenly, Faris whispers into my ear. Why? Faris's face is right beside mine. Her breath tickles my ear. We're awfully close. Does she plan to kiss me on the lips this time? But her expression is uncharacteristically serious, so I gulp and do as I'm told. I turn to Faris and stare down into her eyes. Faris looks up at me, too. If an outsider were to see us, they'd think we were in a couple lost in our own world. This is the closest I've been to Faris. I'm captivated by the beauty of her features. Wow, her eyelashes are really long. You're blushing.
今は頭の中でフェルマーの最終定理を計算中だ。
Which is? Mathematical theorem stating that for any integer n greater than the number 2, no three integers x, y, and z exist so that x raised to the n plus y raised to n equals z raised to n? The theorem went unsolved for nearly 360 years but was finally proven in 1995. Okay.
つまり緊張してるのにゃ。実はフェイリスは一つだけ魔法が使えるにゃ。
魔法だと？それってまさか
京馬にだけ特別に教えると、実はフェイリスは他人の心理を読み取ることができるのにゃ。スタンド名はチェシャーブレイク。
Fictional cat from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland.
どうにゃ？すごいにゃ。
At least she named it after a cat.
俺にだけ特別ってさっきバイラルにばらされていたではないか。
まさか奴らにこの秘密を知られるとは思わなかったにゃ。
I won't deny the existence of supernatural powers. After all, I have one of my own, called reading Steiner.
ちっちゃい頃からパパの交渉相手の顔を盗み見るうちに相手が何を考えているのか読めるようになったのにゃ。どっちかっていうと直感とか勘に近いにゃ。目の動きとか表情とか仕草で、あ、この人は今嘘を言ったってわかるにゃ。
So in other words, she's just really perceptive.
もしかしてお前その能力をライネットの試合にも使っていたのか？
そうにゃ。フェイリスはエンターテイナーだにゃ。いつもわざとピンチになってそこから劇的大逆転勝利を決めるスタイルなのにゃ。
Yeah, that's totally why I suck at my Let's Plays and then magically get better, except I don't. Yeah, I'm not an entertainer.
サングラスをつけると相手の考えを読みにくくなるのにゃ。
Is that why she didn't put them on? That doesn't make any sense. She's the one who suggested them. Why? Still, Faris, I don't know about you. I really don't.
力のおかげで今朝京馬が嘘をついていないことも分かったのにゃ。
You called me out on it. You were gonna leave.
最初はちっとも相手をしてくれなかったではないか。
Seriously.
それは気が立ってただけにゃ。
It feels like she's tricking me again.
で、今の京馬も嘘はついてないのにゃ。フェイリスは その D メールっていうのを使って過去を変えたわけだにゃ。そのことは信じるにゃ。できれば京馬のためにフェイリスも思い出してあげたいけど、ごめんにゃ、思い出せないにゃ。
そうか。
We've reached an impasse. I have no choice but to look for some other way. Can't we give her like a theoretical? Like, if... Intense music. I suddenly feel intense stares on us. I realize that we're surrounded by people. Are they jealous Faris fans who think I'm her boyfriend? I shudder at the thought, but I don't think that's the case. Then, who are they? Moika's Rounders?
Yeah.
A man clad in black steps forward. Oh, it's the bald spot guy again. What does he want now? I realize that the men surrounding us are all dressed like Shido, so all of these guys are viral attacker underlings? Shido's gaudy white teeth shine. They don't shine! They're can't see his tooth. Ugh.
物言い？
このメス猫がよ、さっきの相手の心を読めるって力、一体どんなイカ様を使ってやがるんだ。
Why am I not so invested in this tournament? Like, I don't care!
イカ様などのはずがない。貴様らこそ姑息な真似をしていたではないか。
フェイリスはあなたたちみたいな卑怯なことはしないにゃ。
だとてめえ、この黒の貴公子である俺は伊達悪界の神に誓ってイカ様なんかしねえ。それ以外の方法はどうかわかんねえけどな。
I don't think black and nobleman go together. Like, you think like white knight or something, you know?
いいか、汚れた白きシャム猫。俺は負けを認めねえ。最後のチェンジディレクトリだってイカ様だ。
証拠がないのに適当なことを。
知らねえと思うから教えてやるぜ。この俺が黒といえば黒。それがライネットの真理なのさ。
What? These guys came here to make completely false accusations. It doesn't look like they'll take no for an answer. And they've surrounded us, so we can't escape.
ところでてめえの父親は秋葉原界隈じゃ知らねえ者はいないほどの男なんだってな。で、ライネット AB グラちゃんはそのコネを使ってスタッフ全員がフェイリスを勝たせるように動いている。ライネッターの間じゃそういう噂もあるんだぜ。
You lost, though.
大した悪党だな。てめえはちっとも伊達悪じゃねえ。白きシャム猫でもねえ。泥水の中を這い回る声太った豚さ。
The crowd gets louder. Beyond the wall of viral henchmen, there are some homebound Rhinet spectators watching from a distance. The virals start jeering loudly.
マジかよ。あまりにもうまくいきすぎだとはうすうす思っていたけど、つまりやらせ出来レースだったって。
Can't we just leave? Like, this is so stupid. Why are we standing here letting them just talk? Like, they're just talking.
最低だよな、あの猫女。フェイリスってそういう人間だったんだな。汚い、実に汚い。
というわけで、
Oh my god.
チャンピオン、いや、偽チャンピオンのフェイリス。
Champion? Nice.
ここで土下座してくれよ。この黒き
Oh my god.
俺、シドの前で額を地面にこすりつけて許しをこいな。
He doesn't even seem that threatening to me. Like, I don't know.
そして王座を返還しやがれ。そこまでしたらやらせ行為については明星に誓って許してやるよ。
そうだそうだ、優勝を辞退しろ。てか二度とライネットアクセスバトラーズに関わるな。ライネッターを引退しろブス。
Yeah, it's crazy how all the viral attackers are the people who are shouting these things and nobody else cares. Jeers fly from the surrounding virals. None of the onlookers approach. I guess they don't want to get involved. What a farce. How long do we have to listen to this? Thank you, Okabe. I kind of am bothered by the fact that we're on the same page, but good lord, how long do we have to listen to this? Thank you. I grab Faris' wrist and force our way through the surrounding virals. As we run from the place, I look back and see... Is he just running with this arm like this? Shido and his group are chasing after us. All we can do is run. Daru! What's up, buddy? Hey, Daru. Kind of? What? The viral attackers must be flooding the net with false accusations. Those scumbags. I press the end call button and run even faster. Keep running. Just keep running. While gasping for oxygen, I pull Faris by the hand and run faster. We zigzag through the streets of Akiba until we look back to UPX. Faris' home is right next door. We should have gone by there first. We're both out of breath. My lungs are on fire. My legs are aching. Faris tugs at my sleeve, stopping me. I look at what she's pointing, and there I see several unsavory-looking men clad in black leather loitering near the apartment building's entrance. They got here first. Yeah, because, you know, security doesn't exist. We can't just kick them out. We try to cut through Yodobashi and head to Showadori, but we get caught en route. How many of them are there? All we can do is turn back. We won't make any progress if we keep running like this. We need to find somewhere we can rest. The lab. We can manage something if we escape there. We need to get there somehow. Dad? But there are virals loitering around the lab. There's no way we can get past them. We end up seeking refuge in the ramen shop behind the lab. The ramen shop behind the lab. On another world line, this is Maid Queen Nyan Nyan, where Faris and Mighty worked as maids. Maid Queen's second floor now seems to be the storehouse for the ramen shop downstairs. Actually, that might be the perfect place to hide. I take Faris' hand and run up the stairs. In the empty room are piles of what seem to be bags of flour. Faris and I hide behind one such pile. I just hope nobody saw us come in. I take out my phone and then compose a mail compose mail screen. That's where I went. I send Daru an SOS. Faris and I are hiding in the ramen tasaburo. Okay. It's mostly empty with some sacks of wheat flour. Nothing looks useful as a weapon and nothing big enough to hide behind. The viral attackers are chasing us. I don't think they can be reasoned with. Normally, I'd have no trouble taking on all of them, but I can't use my full strength with Faris nearby. Call us a taxi pronto. I send the email. Okay. It's hot as hell in here. The running has made me thirsty. I just said the first thing that came to mind, but Faris looks at me strangely.
なんで京馬はここに開く予定だったメイド喫茶の名前を知ってるにゃ？でもそっか、ホームページに少しの間だけオープン告知とメイドさん募集要項を載せたことあったにゃ。京馬、それを見たのかにゃ？
開く予定だったのか。
フェイリスが企画して会議にも通してほとんど決まりかけてた話なのにゃ。
But
でも最終的にパパにダメって言われて企画がなくなっちゃったにゃ。はあ、パパもとんだわからずやだにゃ。フェイリスに店を任せてくれてれば、はにゃーんなコスチュームとキュンキューンなメイドさんたちを集めて日本一のメイド喫茶になってたのにゃ。
did she send an email to her dad telling him not to allow the maid queen to be made?
中野や池袋のお客さんを秋葉に引っ張ってこられたのに惜しいことをしたのにゃ。
The Akihabara I know catered to fans of games, anime, and moe culture. The current Akihabara is still an electric town of old. This used to be the maid cafe, Maid Queen Yan Yan, but now it's a ramen shop. And if I remember correctly, Faris wasn't this attached to Rhinet Access Battlers on the previous world line.
フェイリス。いや、秋葉ルミホ。
はにゃ。
お前は秋葉の後継ぎ娘で、秋葉原の都市開発計画の会議なんかにも出ているんだよな。
にゃ、出てないにゃ。
出てない？だって前にそう言って。
Did she say that before the world line changed?
会議にはパパが出てるにゃ。なのになんでフェイリスが出なきゃいけないのにゃ。
逆になんでお前は会議に出ていたんだ？
だから出てないって言ってるにゃ。
So maybe she used to go and that's why she didn't like compete professionally in the Rhinet Access Battlers. That's right. It makes no sense for a high school girl to participate in development conferences, much less be the mastermind behind the moification of Akiba. Moe shops began to spring up around 2002, didn't they? Back then, Faris was still 9 years old. Could this be a clue to the contents of Faris's D-mail?
フェイリスのパパさんはレトロ PC の愛好家なんだよな。
That's how we get to 5100.
その通りにゃ。あ、そういえばまだ IBN5100 は見つけてないにゃ。
ちなみにパパさんがレトロ PC を手放すようなことってあるのか？
On another world line, Faris's dad donated the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. Or was it Faris who did that?
それはないにゃ。パパは自分が集めた PC はすべて愛してるにゃ。それを手放すなんてとんでもないのにゃ。
Then why did he donate the IBN 5100?
フェイリスはレトロ PC は持っていないのか？
パパの趣味はさっぱりにゃ。フェイリスはコスプレとかアニメとか可愛いものが好きなのにゃ。
The reason the Moe shops disappeared was because Faris didn't participate in the city development conferences. I guess that's what the D-mail was all about.
もし仮にお前が都市開発計画に子供の頃からずっと参加していたとして。
そうしたら秋葉の町に萌えショップをたくさん誘致しようと思ってるにゃ。コミマを見ればわかる通りオタクパワーはすごいのにゃ。きっと秋葉は今以上に人がたくさん訪れるはずにゃ。
それはいいとして、都市開発計画にずっと参加していたお前がもしもう参加したくないと思ったとして、それを過去の自分にどうやってやめさせると思う？
それは何の心理テストにゃ？
単なる例え話だ。
Not really, though. Faris ponders this for a while.
劇的なのがいいにゃ。
何？
ドラマみたいな展開にゃ。フェイリスはそういうのは結構信じちゃうタイプにゃ。これはきっとパパからの遺伝だと思うにゃ。
Really?
だから例えばフェイリスが誘拐されるとか。
Suddenly, Faris falls silent. It's a dark room, I can't read her expression.
誘拐
Hmm?
フェイリス
What's wrong? Faris suddenly clutches her head. What?
頭痛いにゃ。ねえ京馬、フェイリスはこの倉庫に来てから変な気分なのにゃ。小さい頃に一度来たことあるだけなのに、すごく見慣れてる景色に思えてくるにゃ。ここいつも歩き回ってたような感覚があるにゃ。
What does this mean? Is she messing with me again? No. This feels too real. Her face lights up. And then she grabs my arm.
思い出したにゃ。
何を
思い出したにゃ。
What? The force of her declaration stifles my response.
メイクインにゃんにゃ。京馬もダルニャンは常連さんだったにゃ。それに
Whoa!
マユシーは一緒に働いてたにゃ。
本当に思い出したのか？
That's not fake! Faris nods.
京馬たちがお店でタイムマシンのお話ししてたことも IBN5100 を探す交換条件としてタイムマシンを使いたいってお願いしたことも、あとは時間を川の流れに例えるのはおかしいって
Yeah!
とダルニャンを論破したこととか、
That happened!
ラボメンになるために血の盟約を結んだこととか。
Whoa! This changes everything though. How does she remember? I mean, it's not that weird because Okabe has the ability to do so, but why Faris and why now? I'd almost forgotten those things myself.
D メールの内容は思い出したのか？
Faris lets out a sigh. Her smile suddenly disappears. Don't tell me that's all she remembers. Or was she tricking me again?
思い出したけど、これは取り消さなきゃいけないって京馬言ったかにゃ。
そうだ。フェイリスの D メールによって改変された過去を元に戻してやらないと。
ダメにゃ。
Why? Faris shakes her head violently and presses her body against me again. We're alone in this dim storehouse. I can feel her hot breath against my cheek. There's no one here to see us. We're safe. I feel myself getting excited by her proximity. No, I need to keep my cool.
元に戻すなんてできないにゃ。
聞いてくれ、フェイリス。これにはマユリの命がかかってるんだ。
マユシーの
世界線のズレを元に戻して、俺が IBN5100 を手に入れないとマユリが死ぬ。バカみたいに聞こえるかもしれないけど、それが事実なんだ。だから頼む。以前送った D メールを取り消すためにもう一度 D メールを。
フェイリスが D メールで叶えた願いは。
Yes? Faris cuts in as if to silence me. Her eyes are wet, reflecting the dim light.
フェイリスが叶えたのは10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ。
How did you do that with the D-mail? What?
もっと簡単に言うと、パパが死んだ過去死なないように変えたのにゃ。
You mean that kind-looking man? Her father? Died 10 years ago? That's consistent with everything, now that I think about it. Faris really has remembered her D-mail. Now that I know the result, all I have to do is send the cancellation D-mail. But it's not so simple. I need to cancel the D-mail that prevented her father's death 10 years ago. Isn't that the same as killing him again? I hear the door open and quickly cover Faris's mouth with my hand.
本当にこんなところにフェイリスが隠れてるのか。それらしい二人組が入ってくのが見えたんだよ。
Crap! Someone saw us? We need to do something. If they call their friends, we're done for. Uh-oh. Kurisu. I was gonna say, we can't really do anything. It's already ringing. Kurisu.
手にバレた。目の前にいる。
おい、出てこい。隠れても無駄だぞ、俺。
それなら脱出方法をレクチャーする。場所はさっきのところから移動してないんだよな。
The men are approaching our hiding spot, but because the room is dark, it seems they can't tell where we are. I listen carefully to Kurisu's voice.
その部屋にある小麦粉をばらまいて脱出しろ。OK?
Scatter the flour?
あとは照明をスイッチオン。
Now I get it.
了解した。オーバー。
Kurisu! Then, I see the light reflect off of something. One of the men has a butterfly knife. He opens the blade with a flourish. I quickly rip open a nearby wheat flour sack and toss the contents into the air. The scattered white powder shines in the sunlight through the window. Slipping past the disoriented men, I carry Faris towards the exit. Right next to the exit, I see the light switch. I push Faris out first, then flip the switch right before shutting the door. Right as we get out, a sound like firecrackers resounds from the other side of the door. Dust explosion. I've seen the same trick used by guys like MacDiver and Master Keaton. Master Keaton? A popular Japanese comic that ran from 1988 to 1994, follows the activities of a titular protagonist who's an archaeologist, survival instructor, and insurance investigator. Ah, Master Keaton. That should distract them long enough for us to escape. Yeah, except we're covered in flour. Faris coughs, shaking wheat flour off of her clothes and hair. But there's no time to spare. The taxi isn't here. But it's not like we can wait for it. We need to leave here now. However... Crap. We were headed for the lab but got ambushed. Soon, Faris and I are surrounded by men with fires of hatred burning in their eyes. I'm gonna save. Just real quick. Because I don't know when we're gonna send this D-mail or whatever. Okay. Crap. Here we go.
Yeah.
The crowd parts down the middle, and Shido steps forward, wearing a hat. Oh my god, stop talking! Okabe is way more entertaining than this. I shield Faris with my body. Shido cracks his knuckles and smiles. You lost! The only thing I can do to stop faltering is to go into Hoen Kyoma mode. They're both in their own little worlds, just exchanging dialogue. This is all this is. I don't know. You know, either one of them could have left by now. Is anybody in this road gonna step in or just be like, you guys are idiots or anything? I mean, there's stores, there's people walking around. Nothing? Oh god, if this works, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Something strikes the top of my head. One of the virals threw a can at me. Yeah, just like you. Oh, Okabe.
そこまで言う覚悟しろ。俺は右腕の封印を。
Before I can finish, Shido kicks me in the solar plexus. He grabs the top of my head and knees me repeatedly. Finally, he lets go of my hair. I start coughing as soon as I hit the ground. Next, Shido lays into me with heavy kicks to the head and body. I raise my arms to protect my face.
冷たすぎる氷はやけどを
だからそれはやけどではなく凍傷だバカがなっ
He starts stomping on me with booted heels. All I can feel is pain. I abandon all thought and wait for the storm to pass.
うるせえ指図するなよ俺に指図できるのはガイアのささやきだけだぜ
Shido grabs my thumb in both hands, and then he starts to twist. I hear a sound. A car's exhaust. The honking of a horn. A limousine barrels into the alleyway at terrific speed. Everyone screams and scatters to avoid it. Oh, is it the butler? Oh, is it the butler? The smell of burnt rubber. Tire tracks on asphalt. The limousine stops right in front of my fallen body. The back door opens. But I can't even stand up. There's no strength in my body left. My vision's blurry too. Slender arms wrap around my body, pulling me towards the car. The soft scent of citrus tickles my nose. I let her help me into the limousine. The door shuts, cutting off his shouting. The car speeds off like a bullet. There's a softness under my head. We're inside the limousine. My head is resting on Faris's lap. Every inch of my body feels like it's on fire. And at the same time, there's a terrible cold in my bones. I can barely hear. My ears are ringing. The urge to vomit has receded, at least. They really messed me up. According to Faris's dad, he was racing up to UPX to congratulate Faris when he saw us. A fortunate coincidence, indeed. Is this also the choice of Steins Gate? I'm no hero. If I had the strength, I would prostrate myself right now before this man. He shakes my hand firmly in gratitude. Faris looks happy as she says that. However, I recall what Faris told me in the ramen shop. If that's true, then to return to the original world line, I have to erase her father. To kill him, essentially.
私はルミホとの約束は何があっても守るよ。昔そう決めたんだからね。
パパ、ありがとね。
The limousine soon reaches Faris's home.
ほう、IBN5100 か。
そうです。あなたは熱心なレトロ PC 収集家とかねてより聞いていました。何かご存知ではありませんか？
I end up eating dinner at Faris's apartment. Faris's father was extremely grateful to me and invited me up. I would have been okay with just borrowing the shower, but he even prepared to change of clothes for me, and he even told me I could stay since it's too dangerous to go outside. During the meal, I try asking about the IBN 5100, ignoring the pain I still feel throughout my body.
君のような若者が IBN5100 を知っているとは珍しいね。
He smiles when I bring up his hobby of collecting old PCs.
確かに私も持っていたよ。
To
今は
where?
手放してしまったが。
手放した？
ああ、やむにやまれぬ事情でね。
He glances at his daughter. Faris keeps eating her meal silently.
柳林神社に奉納したのですか？
奉納？いや、違うよ。
Did you give it to Saren? Because I'm gonna punch you if you did. No? All the strength drains from my body. Were my efforts for nothing?
私に IBN5100 を託してくれた橋田さんには申し訳ないことをしてしまったと思っている。
Hashida?
橋田って橋田鈴ですか？
Faris's dad nods. Suzuha's pseudonym. My pulse rises instantly upon hearing that name. She did it! She found an IBN 5100. She brought it to Akiba. She completed her mission. Tears well up in my eyes. I bite them back.
昔の話になるがね。まだ私の会社が今ほど大きくない頃の話だ。ルミホが誘拐されたんだ。犯人はとんでもない額の身代金を要求してきてね。あるいは会社を抵当に入れればなんとかなったかもしれない。そんな時、渡りに船とばかりに IBN5100 を高額で買い取りたいという人物が現れてね。それを売り渡すことでルミホを助けるための身代金を用意することができたんだよ。
パパ、その話はやめるにゃ。
Oh, let's please talk about this. For some reason, Faris's face turns red with embarrassment. If I had to say, her dad seems really happy to tell this story. Not something you'd expect from a kidnapping story.
その歌相手というのは？
You know, Suzuha.
フランスの実業家だね。
Huh?
今でも連絡は取れると思う。なんだったら教えようか。
I politely declined. Why? There's no way the IBM 5100 would arrive from France in time, and I doubt we'd be able to pay for it anyway. But who is it? Plus, there's a high possibility the buyer is related to Saren or to the Rounders. Again, who is it? We can figure out who bought it. If they're associated with Saren, we have a lead. I clench my fist and then open it again. Why won't you return to me, IBN 5100? Well, I guess that's that. It's well past midnight, and I'm still awake. My body hurts too much to sleep, and then there's the question eating at my mind. What should I do? How can I cancel the D-mail that saved Faris's father? My encounter with the man himself has given birth to unnecessary internal conflict. I'm about to steal Faris's father away from her. I need to do it to save Mayuri. But does that give me the right to play God? I hear a knock, and then the door opens.
フェイリスか。まだ寝てなかったのか。
入っていい？
Sure? Normally, Faris would have added nya to the end of that question. Without waiting for my answer, Faris steps inside. Then, she sits next to me on the bed. She's not wearing her cat ears.
さっきはありがとう。バイラル一味に追いかけられた時、私すごく怖かった。
Does she have a fever or something? Why is she talking normally? She usually pretends to be a cat girl. Does this mean she's not using her Faris persona right now? Is this the real Akiha Rumiho? It's actually refreshing to hear Faris talk normally like this. It excites me for some reason. Like, she's showing me a side of herself that no one else has ever seen.
初めてだったよ。大勢の人たちからあんな黒い感情をぶつけられたこと。
黒にやたらこだわる連中だったからな。
She slaps me on the knee lightly.
もう真面目に話してるのに。
What? Even her retort is normal. The person sitting in front of me isn't a cat-eared maid, and she isn't the Rhinet champion. She's just a normal girl.
傷痛む？
いや、大丈夫だ。
今日岡部さんがいなかったらどうなっていたか想像するだけでゾッとする。
言い直すな。いつも通りの呼び方でいい。
Faris sighs.
とにかく京馬には感謝してもしきれない。本当にありがとう。京馬はね、私の王子様だよ。
Prince? What's with the fairy tale talk? She's giving me goosebumps. This calls for hoeing Kyoma.
俺は王子様ではない。狂気のマッドサイエンティストで。
Okay then. Before I finish, Faris throws herself on top of me. She wraps her arms around me tightly.
Faris.
ルミホって呼んでほしいな。
Well, this is a change of events.
いや、フェリスはフェリスだろ。
This is bad. What should I do? What does Faris want?
ねえ、もう終わりにしようと思うの。
End it?
京馬はどうせ過去に戻ればまたやり直せるのに、私を命がけで助けてくれた。だから京馬の望むことを私も叶えてあげたいって思う。
Well, I think I should save. Maybe I'm being a little bit more cautious since you guys told me that, like, it's whether you choose not to do the undo time, pretty much. So I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I swallow the rest of my words. Granting my wish would mean erasing her father's existence. My heart aches. It was like this with Suzuha too. I erased everything that Suzuha had shared with us in 2010, including her memories of meeting her father. I did it for the sake of my personal goal, to save Mayuri. Must I once again sacrifice someone else's dream?
あれは私の8歳の誕生日の時。
Still clinging to me, Faris looks down and begins her story.
私はパパにその日だけはお仕事をお休みして一緒に遊びに行こうってお願いしてたんだ。当時はまだパパの会社は大きくなくて、パパは毎日朝から晩までずっと働き続けてたから、私はちっともパパに会えなかったの。パパと過ごせる一日が私が一番欲しかったプレゼントだった。パパは約束してくれたよ。その日は何があってもきっと一緒に過ごそうって。でもやっぱり急な仕事の予定が入って前日になって約束は破られちゃったの。ひょっとしてパパは私のこと愛してくれてないんじゃないかってすごく不安になっちゃって。
The fact that she remembers all of this is insane.
だからね、私誕生日当日に家出したの。パパに心配してもらいたくて。
Faris pauses here for a time. Then she looks at me and continues with tears in her eyes.
その日、パパの乗った飛行機が着陸に失敗したんだ。死者は一人だけで、他の乗客はみんな無事だったんだけどね。
Don't tell me.
その一人がパパだった。
That was before the world line changed.
信じられなかった。こんなにも世界は私に冷たい運命を押し付けるのかって。パパなんかもう知らない、死んじゃえばいいんだって。それがパパにとって最後の言葉になっちゃった。そんな言葉で私とパパの関係は永遠に閉ざされちゃったんだ。
I can hear the tears in her voice.
大好きだったのに、どうして最後にあんなこと言っちゃったのかなってずっと心の中にパパへの罪悪感があって、ずっと思ってた。タイムマシンがあればいいのにって。
Then, did fate guide us to each other?
だからね、京馬がタイムマシンの話をしているときに、これは神様か仏様か運命様が私に与えてくれたチャンスなんだって思ったの。
フェイリス、ルミホ、今日はもう話さなくていい。
最後まで言わせて。
Faris doesn't let go of me. She sniffles and wipes away her tears, putting on a smile.
私はもう満足したから。さっきパパが助けに来てくれて、私のこととっても大切に思ってくれてるって分かったから、このちょっとだけのご褒美はもう十分楽しいんだから。
I really hope she remembers it if I do change the world line.
変えた過去は元に戻さなきゃ。
だが
今日マユシーはね、私にとっても友達なんだよ。そのマユシーに危機が迫ってるなら、私も京馬と同じようにする。
すまない。
言ったでしょ、今のこの現実は現実じゃなくてご褒美なの。それとも夢って言うべきかな。もともとパパはこの時代にはいなかった。元に戻すだけ。夢を見させてくれてありがとう、京馬。
本当にそれでいいんだな。
Faris buries her face into my chest.
本当はちっとも良くないよ。
My feelings!
私、世界が変わる前のこと思い出したけど、で世界が変わった後のことも全部覚えてるんだよ。私の記憶、今すごくパニック中なの。
Did she use the time leap machine on herself? Eventually, like in sometime in the future, and then that's why she has these memories? I don't think so. She wasn't on the phone when we were in the storehouse.
変わる前と変わる後とがごちゃ混ぜになって、どっちが本当なのかわからなくなっちゃいそうで。でもこれ以上わがまま言ったら京馬が悲しむでしょ。京馬が悲しむ顔は見たくないから。だって私の王子様だもん。
だが もしかすればお前もパパさんを失わず真由里も死なないそういう世界があるかもしれないんだそれを探す努力をもっと
いいのもういいの私はもう逃げたくないから
Okay, guys. So, we've been, like, at least in the comments and stuff, there's been some discussions about whether Okabe has grown or not. I feel like Faris right now has grown a tremendous amount. And I don't know what we should do as, like, as Okabe. It's like, do we go back and undo what we've done, take responsibility for what we've done, and go back and undo everything? Or do we leave it the way it is and just let it be? You know, like, what's the right choice? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to decide. There's nothing I can say to that. So instead, I tightly embrace her slender body. Oh, Faris.
過去を元に戻す前にパパのために泣いてもいいかな
You know what? Not Faris. Akiha. Akiha Rumiho is a character I like. Faris is not a character I like, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But Akiha, there's so much depth to her, you know? She's already crying, but I don't say anything. Instead, I silently nod. Faris's body trembles with emotion as I hold her. Her father's sleeping in the room next door, so she probably doesn't want him to hear. She cries into my chest, muffling her sobs. It's almost noon. I feel dizzy. It's like my brain is rusty. My whole body is heavy with fatigue. The pain from my wounds has subsided, thankfully, but in the end, I couldn't sleep a wink. I promised Faris that we'd commence the operation at noon. Until then, we wait at Faris's apartment. I've already contacted Daru and the others back at the lab. I told them we'd be performing an experiment today.
Faris.
I can see the traces of tears on her face. The sight makes my heart ache.
今からパパに最後のご挨拶をしてくるにゃ
Oh? Her usual speaking habits returned the second she donned her cat ears. What a nifty piece of equipment.
しばらくパパと二人きりにさせてもらうにゃ
Maybe I should say... Wait. I'm gonna save. I'm getting so antsy because I feel like a big choice is about to happen. Maybe I should say sorry. But I say nothing to Faris as she heads back to her father's study. By the time Faris finishes her farewells with her father and comes out of the study, the phone wave, named selected to change the settings, are already complete. I contact Daru at the lab and make sure the Brown Tube Workshop's 42-inch CRT is turned on. Now, all we have to do is send the D-mail. But I hesitate. Instead of meeting Faris's eyes, I look down at my feet. Eternal separation from her father. I wonder what Faris is thinking now.
今日まそんな顔しちゃダメだにゃ今日まは何にも悪いことしてないにゃ
だが
にゃんにゃんもうその話はおしまいにゃ
わかった
I can't stay sad when Faris is trying to cheer me up. I steel myself for what I need to do. Yesterday, just before she left the room, Faris told me the contents of the first D-mail she sent. 100 million for your kid. Take the train. That mail stopped her father from getting on the airplane. As a result, he didn't die. But that wasn't the only effect it had on the timeline. her father needed to sell the IBN 5100 to prepare the 100 million yen ransom. As a result, Faris never donated the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. With her father alive, Faris didn't participate in Akihabara's city development conferences. Otaku-oriented businesses never took root in Akiba. Meikui Nyanyan never opened. Faris wasn't as busy, which allowed her to join the Rhinet tournament circuit. In other words, this world line's Faris has a normal life. On the world line I came from, Faris was not only a student, but also heir to her father's company, an influential member of the Akihabara development board, and a part-time maid waitress. Which life is better for her? Which will give her greater happiness? That's not my decision. It's hers. And her decision is to return things to the way they were. I'm just here to help her wake up from this dream. Faris has already entered the cancellation D-mail. JK on ransom. I love you, Papa. See you soon. These are Faris' true last words to her father.
ちなみに、世界が元に戻ったら、フェイリスの今の記憶も全部なくなっちゃうのかにゃ。
そんなことはあるものか。きっと覚えてるさ。なぜならお前は今、過去を変える前と変えた後、両方の記憶を持っているだろ
う。だからあんなに必死にフェイリスを助けてくれたのかにゃ。
それはその解釈は自由だ。
I feel my cheeks get warm, so I hang my head to hide my face.
フェイリスは今日まとの時間を忘れたくないにゃ。
ありがとう。
I take Faris' phone. I'm sorry, Faris. I lied to you. When we change things back to the way they were, your memories of this world line will almost certainly disappear. Perhaps another miracle will happen, and you'll regain your memories of this world line too, but I can't be sure. There are no guarantees. And so, I will engrave these memories onto my heart. The memory of Faris, the Rhinet champion. The memory of her father, who gave thanks to a stranger like me for protecting his daughter. I will carry them for you, always.
それじゃあ、バイバイ、パパ。
It must be done. For Maidi's sake. I must erase Faris' memories just as I did Suzuha's. There's no other way. I give Faris back her phone. No. Oh, did I not do it? Is that what it was? Don't jump to conclusions. We should explore other methods. After all, her father's life hangs in the balance. I may have inadvertently gone down a different world line. That's fine. You know what? Because I was thinking that the phone was gonna pop up and I would be able to send or cancel. Apparently that wasn't it. So maybe I did bad again. But if this takes me down, say Faris' character ending, then maybe we should do that first. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and save this right now so that you guys can see. I'm going to save it in a different save slot. So we have one before she said goodbye to her father and then one after. And what I will do based on what you guys suggest is I will follow up the next episode with either one of those load files. So let me know what I should do. Should I go ahead and send the D-mail and erase everything that has happened? Or should I go ahead and allow time to continue on the way that I have? And we'll see if we can do something different or see what happens. Let me know in the comments below. Since I'm doing this hopscotch thing now with my video filming and the posting, I can actually wait and see what you guys suggest and then film the next episode after that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. Mayuri? Okarin, where are you going? On a date with Christian? I'm jealous. I feel like this actually... I've been told that like the choices you make and stuff, even with the phone call or the the males that you get have impact on the story. Now, I don't know in any way, shape, or form how that works. I'm gonna go with the date one, though. Our relationship is purely professional. She's my assistant, nothing more.